exercise now. Exercise 2.1, question number 1, given that I power 1947 plus I power 1950. Simplify the following. I to the power, question number 1 in exercise 1. Exercise 2.1, question number 1. I power 1947 plus I to the power 1950. I to the power 1950, I to the power 1947, and I to the power 1950. Here divide 1947 by 4 because multiple of 4 become 1. So divide it by 4. By dividing 4, we have remainder is 3 and 486 times the remainder is 3 is taken. So here we can split this one as, when dividing by 4, I to the power, the remainder is 3, 1944 into I to the power 3. By using the remainder, you can split this. I to the power 1944 into I to the power 3. Totally we have 1947. Plus here 1944 means a multiple of 4. And then adding one more 4, 1948, and remainder is 2 here. 1948 is multiple of 4 and the remainder is I power 2. Divide 1947. By use of it, you can write the first one. The 1944 is multiple of 4 and the remainder is 3, that is taken as I power 3. And then here we have nearest to power here, so 47 here 50. So 44 times divisible by 4 and adding one more 4 with the power 1948. So split this one as 1948 into I square. Okay, this is multiple of 4, so directly you can write it as 1 into I power 3 plus here also multiple of 4, here also 1 into I square. Now I cube, the value of I power 3, 4 minus 1 equal to 3, that is minus I. I cube equal to minus I because I cube can change as I square into I square is minus 1 into I, that is equal to minus I. So I cube is minus I, and then plus I square, value of I square is minus 1, and then writing here 1 into minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. So minus I minus 1 is the answer for I power 1947 plus I power 1950. Look at the question number 2. I power 1948 minus I power 80 minus 1869. Here I power 1948 is a multiple of 4. We have applied in the question number 1. 1948 is multiple of 4. So this is multiple of 4. It will turn as 1 minus I to the power. Now dividing 1869 by 4, the remainder is 1. So dividing by 4, the remainder is 1. So we can make it as minus 1868, and with the remainder 1 we can write it as I power minus 1. Look at here, this is multiple of 4, just now we have seen. So I have written is a multiple of 4, directly I power 4n, multiple of 4n value is 1. So I power 4n is 4n equal to 1, so I power 1948 become 1. The next term 1869 is given. When we divide it by 4, the remainder is 1. The quotient, we need not worry about the quotient, the remainder is 1. So splitting by the remainder, 1868 into I power minus 1. Totally we have 18 minus 1869. Here this is multiple of 4, which implies 1 minus 1 into I power minus 1 is 1 by I. I power minus 1 is 1 by I, which is equal to 1 minus this 1 by I means it is minus I because 1 by I equal to 1 by I into multiplying by its conjugate I by I equal to I by minus I by I square. This I square is minus 1. So I by minus 1, that is equal to minus I. So this 1 by I as minus, we can write it as minus I. So minus into minus, it is plus. So 1 plus I. For the second one, given is 1948. This multiple of 4, you can directly write it as 1. Here it is not a multiple of 4. So dividing by 4, the remainder is 1. By using the remainder, we can split the power as 1868 into minus 1. Now this is fully the power. 1860 is multiple of 4. So I to the power multiple of 4 and is 1. So this is taken as 1. I power minus 1 rewritten as 1 by I. The 1 by I value become minus I. So replacing 1 by I by minus I. 1 minus of minus I is 1 plus I. That is the answer for the question number 2. Question number 3. Simplify the following. Sum of I equal to 1 to 12 I power n is given. This means substitute I equal to 1 first, then sum appears plus, then substitute 2, I2, then substitute 3 plus etc. It will be expanded as I power 1, start with 1 power, then summation is given plus, then next value I equal to 2 plus for summation plus, then I equal to 3, n equal to 3, sorry, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3. Here n equal to 1 to 12, sorry, n equal to 1 to 12 is given in the question, right? N equal to 1 to 12 I power n. So substitute n equal to 1 first, then summation is given, add, then n equal to 2 I square, add, n equal to 3 I power 3 plus etc. It can have go till I power 12, I to the power 12. We can expand this one. It contains 12 terms. When we introduce the complex number, we have derived one result, the consecutive powers of sum of the consecutive powers, that is I plus I power 1 plus I power 2 plus I power 3 plus I power 4. The consecutive powers terms are taken, the value become 0 because this is I, another one is minus 1, this is minus I, another one is 1. Totally we will have 0. So sum of the consecutive 4 terms are 0, that is I square, I power 3, I power 4. Similar to that, we can split into 3 terms. The first one contains I plus I square plus I cube plus I power 4. This all becomes 0. The second one contains I power 5 plus I power 6 plus I power 7 plus I power 8. These are all 4 consecutive terms, they become 0. And then I power 9 plus I power 10 plus I power 11 plus I power 12. Here also we have 4 consecutive terms, here also 0. So the consecutive powers appears in the appears as a power of I, then the sum of the 4 terms becomes 0. In this case 0 plus 0 plus 0. So totally we have the sum answer is 0. Therefore sum of n equal to 1 to n, n equal to 1 to 12, I power n value equal to 0. Fourth question, I power 59 plus 1 by I power 59. Now in 59 the multiple of 4 is multiple of 4 in 59 is 56. Okay, then we can split it as I power 56 plus 3, and we can split it as I power 56 into I power 3. Then the denominator become numerator, I bring it to the numerator, I to the power minus 59, which is equal to I power 56 is a multiple of 4 into I power 3 plus here I to the power minus 56 into I to the power minus 3. Now these two become 1 because multiple of 4. So the answer is I power 3 plus I power minus 3. So here I power 3 I power 3 is equal to I power 3 equal to I square into I, that is equal to minus I. I cube equal to minus I. I power minus 3 equal to 1 by I cube, I power plus 3, that is equal to 1 by minus I. This is 1 by minus I. Instead I cube, substituting minus I. Now multiplying by minus I, will have minus I by plus I square. Then the I square is minus 1. So minus I by minus 1 equal to plus I. So simplify the result like this. Apply here. The first value is I cube as I square into I, that is minus I, and I power minus 3 is plus I. So it totally become 0. So I cube means it can split into I square into I square is minus 1, so minus 1 into I minus I. Then I power minus 3 means 1 by I power 3, so 1 by minus I value, and then multiply with the numerator and denominator minus I. Then here minus into minus plus I square, the numerator contains minus I, then I square value is minus 1, replacing I square as minus 1 we will get a plus I. So substituting I cube equal to minus I power minus 3 as plus I minus I equal to 0. Therefore I power 59 plus 1 by I power 59 equal to 0. Question number 4 is completed. Question number 5, I into given I into I square into I power 3 into I power 4 etc. I to the power 2000 is given. I to the power 2000 is given. Look at here, the bases are equal, so when we multiply we can add the powers, that is equal to I power 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus 2000. I to the power 1 plus 2 plus 3 etc. I power 2000. This is set of natural numbers. Sum of first n natural numbers is equal to sum of first n natural number equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So applying this formula in the power, we'll have I to the power n is 2000, 2000 into n plus 1, 2001 divided by 2. We can cancel these two by 1000. Okay, by dividing by 2 we will get 1000. Here we can simplify it again. Listen carefully here. We can a power m n equal to a power m into whole power n. So can split the power. I power 1000 whole power 2001. 1000 is multiple of 4, it become 1. So 1 power 2001 is equal to 1. It's very simple case. Sum of n equal to 1 to 10 I to the power n plus 50 is given in 6th question. Now put n equal to 1, then n equal to 2, n equal to 3, and sum is given, add the corresponding values. So I power 1 plus 50, 51, plus I power 52, plus I power 53, plus I power 54, plus I power 55, plus I power 56, plus I power 57, plus I power 58. We have completed 8 terms, and plus I power 59, plus I power 60. There are 10 terms we have written 10 terms from 51 to 60. The first 4 consecutive power 0. The next 4 consecutive power becomes 0. The remaining are 0 plus 0 plus 5 power 59, I power 59 plus I power 60. Exactly, this is multiple of 4, that is equal to 1. here we have 1 less than multiple of 4, that is I power 4n minus 1, that is equal to I power 3. So this value will be equal to I power 3 because this is exactly divisible by 4. So this is taken as 1, and this one is multiple of 4 minus 1, that is 59. So multiple of 4n minus 1 equal to 4 minus 1 as 3. Now here I power 3. I power 3 means I square into I power 3 is I square into I, that is equal to minus 1 into I equal to minus I. So minus I plus 1, which is equal to 1 minus I. So question number 6 will be equal to 1 minus I. Here we have completed the exercise number 2.1. I have given less information about the complex number. I have given only to complete the exercise number 2.1 only. I hope you are all understood the concept I have explained clearly. So I will give you more related to complex number in the next video, and I request you all subscribe that Vinayak Max CBE in my YouTube channel, and if you want more materials go to www.allsubject.in website. Here I will give you more materials and minimum materials included in it. So please refer your friends to subscribe our channel Vinayak Max CBE, and will continue in the next session by knowing more information about complex numbers, and will continue to complete the exercise number 2.2 in the next session. Thank you very much.